What's up, everybody? It's your girl Q1, and I am back. Which I thought I was gonna go to sleep, but I probably need to go to sleep. But I am back with Real Housewives of Potomac, season 10, episode 11. Lease is up, Giddy up, child. That was so shady. Before I start, y'all make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell button so you can be updated on when y'all every video I drop. Make sure y'all like the videos. Girl, this has a mess, so I can stay in the algorithm. Okay. All right. So the episode starts with, we find out Tia disinvited Stacy to her polo event. Ashley tells Jassy that the only reason Stacy attended her wedding is because her and the only reason Stacy attended her wedding is because her and Wendy attended. And I'm just like, I guess Ashley. Wendy said the polo event is where Ashley will find her second husband. Child, I guess. Anyway, the ladies were, Tia talked to the ladies and said that, you know, they were considered in singing the national anthem, but she decided to choose Angel because Angel can sing. Ashley asked, "Did you not consider me?" Girl, hell no, you can't sing. Anyway, they sing the Black National Anthem, and somebody was off key, and I like to think that was Ashley, off key, off rhythm, off brand, as she always is. Girl, bye. So Ashley throwing Stacy under the bus at this moment, but Jassy was like, you know, she questioned Stacy now because of what Ashley said, and I'm just like, Jassy, girl, whatever, y'all not real friends like that, so whatever. So Ashley, at this point, she just pisses me off. She asks Angel in front of the ladies, so we hear that, you know, we have not been including you on things. Of course you had a conversation with Giselle. Of course she said those things to you. And of course you have to pipe up. Like, please. And shout out to Rodney the Voice, because as he will say, please give Ashley her pink slip and her white box. Okay? We died. Alright? So we found out that Angel has to move back to Colorado. She rented the home in Maryland until they can find a forever home. It was miscommunication between her and the landlord. She said that the house was double booked, and I was like, how was it double booked? But the house came furnished. So Angel is telling this to Tia and Kiana. So Tia leaves. She get in the car. Giselle calls her to invite her to this raggedy event that they gonna have. So Tia tells Giselle that Angel has to move. They're going back to Colorado, and so they're still gonna look for a home in Maryland, but just gonna do it the right way. Giselle somehow believes in her pea brain that Angel is leaving because she don't like them. She probably don't like y'all, girl. Ugh. Like, but I will say this. Giselle do think that she rented the home for the show, and it could be. It could very, very well be. I'm not discounting that. What I will say is, so what? It seems like, and as Giselle said, I'm going to go ahead and agree with her. It sounds like that when she did the short-term lease, she didn't realize that she was still going to be filming for the show. And again, I wouldn't move in a home betting on a show that I don't know if I'm going to be a part of in another season. So, yeah. But again, I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. It just so happened that Angel didn't extend her lease, and she could not extend the short-term lease or whatever. So that's just what it sounds like. And they have in their best bet, because they don't have is there family out here? I don't think they have family out here, is to go back where, you know, where they have family. So anyway, Eddie and Wendy, Child, Miss Oliver and what everybody call y'all, Mr. Hennessy, they're talking about their renovations, money, etc. Girl, I guess. Then she started to talk about her dad, Stacy and Kiana. Okay, Kiana said things have gotten ugly between her and Stacy, but they've gotten ugly between you and Stacy because of you. Because how you kept treating that lady in front of everybody else. You were on the side of wrong, and you keep trying to treat that lady like crap. So excuse me if we're not Team Kiana. Like, you're a terrible person. So she talks about how Stacy. Okay, no, let's talk about the little order. So Stacey was like, "What is it that you like?" Kiana said, "Anything except for if they have cheese in it, I don't like it." So Stacey made the order. I think it was bruschetta or something. And so Kiana was like, "I told you I don't like cheese." So Kiana ordered her own meal and was like, yeah, so can I get this? But does it have cheese in it? Because I want to reiterate that I'm allergic to cheese, girl. Not liking cheese and being allergic to cheese is two different things. But if I was Stacey, I'd close up your throat too. Maybe you'll keep quiet. Anyway, Kiana says Stacey was nasty to her at the Bloom Ball. Girl, the same Bloom Ball when you walked up to Stacey and was like, "Hi, Stacey. Hi, oh, girl. That Bloom Ball. But this was after you yelled at her and tried to read her in that like, you literally tried to read her with that rehearsed read over at Giselle's house. You started with her. Like, again, you trying to be a part of the Mean Girl squad. You started with this lady, and she's been finishing it. So, I don't know what you want from her. You owe her an apology. In fact, all of y'all owe this lady an apology, but whatever. And so, when Stacey told her what she did, she was like, "Okay, so why would I come at an event and actually speak to you after, based on how you treated me? Let's start from A, okay? Like, Kiana and everybody else just at this point need to mind their business. Just need to leave this lady alone. Like, I just feel like everybody your followers, and if y'all not tap dancing on Stacey, y'all tap dancing on Angel, which I can't be mad at Angel for renting out, property. Like, I just can't be mad at her for that. Anyway, Giselle, Wendy, and Ashley. So Giselle brings the ladies meet up. She brings up Angel's situation. Of course she does. Because that is what she do. She's a messy old bitch. Okay? And she was saying, oh yeah, she got kicked out. And then she said in her confessional that she was evicted. And I'm like, well, where did you get that from? Because this lady wasn't evicted. That's your problem. And this is why people don't like you. Because you take things and you put 20 on 10. You like to lie. And what Ashley call it, you like to put a little sauce on everything. Girl. So Wendy decided to tell the ladies. Somebody told her that Angel wanted a $50,000 house, but wanted to pay $2,000 to $3,000 a month. Okay, that to me sounds like it's renting. She wanted to rent a house that was probably at that amount and pay $2,000 to $3,000 a month in rent. But I just can't believe that. I don't know, and it may be something Angel would say, but something about it. I just feel like all of this is rooted in mess and gossip, and to the point it has gotten old. They have really gotten on my nerves. Anyway, Giselle tells Wendy Bobby don't like Eddie. I'ma say this. Bobby probably don't like nobody. But for you not to like Eddie and you never met Eddie, and all of this is really based upon your wife and what your wife has told you. She has said everything to you about how Wendy has done her wrong, when in fact it was Giselle who has treated your wife poorly. And so you don't like Eddie through the I guess extended because you don't like Wendy, I guess. I don't know. But that we get to the event. The event looks tacky and raggedy as always Giselle's events. And her outfit look tacky and raggedy. Then Wendy talking about how Stacey coming in here with potato salad, and you brought your raggedy ass in there and brought a 20-piece box of chicken. But again, you talking about how y'all got money to do this, how y'all got money to do that, and you only came in there with a 20-piece of chicken. Girl, you's a sorry hoe if I ain't never seen it. Girl. So Ashley decided she wanted to bring catfish. And I'm just like, why are you trying to be funny? Because that is so lame. That is lame. Like, ugh. And even like with them talking about her friend, talking about Angel, Kiana is standing right there and she's like, I guess telling Giselle not to talk about, I guess, Angel, but you're still laughing with them. Like, I don't know, y'all. Sharice came empty-handed as per usual. Angel and her husband are 2 hours late. So Giselle wanted to know what was taking her so long. Bitch, we're going to get here when we get here. And so Kiana called Angel and was like, hey, what time will y'all get here? She was like, it's going to be a while, but we're coming. And so Kiana was like, oh, yeah, but around what time? And Bobby was like, we going to get there when we get there. And so they going to get mad. And Ashley gonna say I think she said he was like aggressive or something. And I'm just like, girl. And so Tia was like, the move is probably stressing him out. And see that Tia takes moments and she says things to try to act like she's concerned, but it always comes from a place of mess. Oh, they're just worried because one of them are gonna say something about it. So that's why you put little things out there. This is why you put little fires out there. This is what you do because you's a messy hoe. And now you're on their bandwagon being a messy hoe. But I've always said you have always been messy. But again, you're antagonizing everybody else by saying little stuff. The move is probably stressing them out. You don't give a damn about that lady in her move. But whatever, we're going to act like we do. So Giselle was like, whose fault is that? Girl, you just got your house. Whatever that is. Whatever that is. You just got that done. And you sitting here talking about this lady. And again, at least this lady have a home to go to. I'm just saying. So Stacey and her family show up. Giselle just had this look on her face, this look of disdain, and it's like, why do you don't even know why you don't like this lady. You're just full of hatred because you are a hater. You are a absolute hater. And that's just what it is. And so she was like, well, Timo looks exactly like I thought he would. Ma'am, you didn't, because the niggas you brought on here wasn't even lookers. But okay, you gonna talk about Timo. All right, girl. And Ashley introduced herself to Timo, and girl, Stacey, keep your rich white husband away from her. Because that is Timu's of the world is right up her alley. Except they need to be PDFs. Okay? Because that is what she's attached to, PDFs. Anyway, Stacy can't cook. That's what I gathered from here. And Cameron, okay, this was funny. So Cameron looked at the potato salad and said, ew, what is that? Wendy, get your daughter, because this was messy. Okay, get your little girl. So Angel popped up to the party, and y'all, they got little Cameron on camera talking about, yeah, I have 3 phones, and my daddy finna buy me a new one. Girl, not y'all incriminated a baby. Girl, that sound like you. They got a family plan in your name, girl. Not little Cameron. Sorry. I hope not. Anyway, the ladies asked Angel about her move, which I felt like was again it was just messy. But let's be clear, nobody found out about the move until Tia opened her big ass mouth. So we're gonna see how Angel is going to probably throw this off on Wendy. Like, this will be pissing me off about Angel. Anyway, the ladies asked about her move. She told them it was a short-term lease, of course, and that they'll be back and forth between Colorado and Potomac. That's a lot. And Wendy said to Angel, the people said you was evicted. And I'm just like, girl, you better hope you don't go to jail. While you sitting here talking about her and digging a ditch for her, ma'am, you better hope that a ditch ain't dug up already for you and Eddie. Okay? Like, people in glass houses. Okay? I just didn't like, I think I'm just over the pile-ons. I am over the pile-ons. Okay? Y'all, I will see y'all in the next video. Married to Medicine. Yeah. I will see y'all in the next video. Oh, sorry. I'm clicking away. Bye.